The Diary of Samuel Pepys, 15th of May, 1660. We lay past 3 o'clock, then up and down the town, to see it by daylight, where we saw the soldiers of the Prince's Guard, all very fine, and the burghers of the town with their arms and muskets as bright as silver. And meeting this morning a schoolmaster that spoke good English and French, he went along with us and showed us the whole town, and indeed I cannot speak enough of the gallantry of the town. Everybody of fashion speaks French or Latin or both. The women, many of them very pretty and in good habits, fashionable and black spots. He went with me to buy a couple of baskets, one of them for Mrs. Pierce and the other for my wife. After he was gone, we having first drank with him at our lodging, the judge and I to the grand salle, where we were showed the place where the States General sit in council. The hall is a great place, where the flags that they take from their enemies are all hung up, and things to be sold, as in Westminster Hall, and not much unlike it, but that not so big, but much neater. After that to a bookseller, and bought for the love of the binding 3 books, the French Psalms in 4 parts, Bacon's Organon, and Farnab Rhetor. After that, the judge and I, my boy, by coach to Scheveling again, where we went into a house of entertainment and drank there, the wind being very high, and we saw 2 boats overset, and the gallants forced to be pulled on shore by the heels, while their trunks, portmanteaus, hats and feathers were swimming in the sea. Among others I saw the ministers that come along with the commissioners, Mr. Case among the rest, sadly dipped. So they came in where we were, and I being in haste, left my Copenhagen knife, and so lost it. Having stayed there a great while, a gentleman that was going to kiss my lord's hand from the Queen of Bohemia and I hired a Dutch boat for $6 to carry us on board. We were fain to wait a great while before we could get off from the shore, the sea being very rough. The Dutchman would fain have made all pay that came into our boat besides us 2 and our company, there being many of our ship's company got in who were on shore, but some of them had no money, having spent all on shore. Coming on board, we found all the commissioners of the House of Lords at dinner with my lord, who after dinner went away for shore. Mr. Morland, now Sir Samuel, was here on board, but I do not find that my lord or anybody did give him any respect, he being looked upon by him and all men as a knave. Among others, he betrayed Sir Richard Willis, that married Dr. F. Jones, say Dr. Fox's. Among others, he betrayed Sir Richard Willis, that married Dr. F. Jones, as daughter, that he had paid him £1,000 at one time by the Protector's and Secretary Thurlow's order for intelligence that he sent concerning the King. In the afternoon my lord called me on purpose to show me his fine clothes, which are now come hither, and indeed are very rich, as gold and silver can make them. Only his sword he and I do not like. In the afternoon my lord and I walked together in the coach 2 hours, talking together upon all sorts of discourse, as religion, wherein he is, I perceive, wholly sceptical, as well as I, saying that indeed the Protestants, as to the Church of Rome, are wholly fanatics. He likes uniformity and form of prayer. About state business, among other things, he told me that his conversion to the King's cause, for so I was saying that I wondered from what time the King could look upon him to become his friend, commenced from his being in the Sound, when he found what usage he was likely to have for a commonwealth. My lord, the captain, and I supped in my lord's chamber, where I did perceive that he did begin to show me much more respect than he ever did yet. After supper, my lord sent for me, intending to have me play at cards with him, but I not knowing cribbage, we fell into discourse of many things, till it was so rough sea, and the ship rolled so much that I was not able to stand, and so he bid me go to bed.